Good morning and good afternoon, depending on when you're watching this video. It is time for a very rate update. And there has been a lot of activity when it comes to interest rates and the prediction going forward. Starting in October, we saw a lot of qualified economists starting to really narrow down to a 1.5% decrease happening between next year, the summer to the fall. So 1.5 decrease would be 1.5% off of prime. That would put prime in the situation where prime would be 5.7. So that has increased where most economists are predicting a 2% decrease, putting prime around a 5.2 rate, which would give, for most people with variables, a 4.2, 4.1, 4.3-ish, depending on what your discount is for your prime. Now, what's this being driven by? A very big fear of mortgage renewals. Now, remember, a significant amount of the portion of the population of Canada have variable rates that are static payments. So it means that their payments are not increasing, but their amortization is. And so as a result of this, it means that their payments, when they come to renewal, go up quite substantially. Like we're talking $2,500, $3,000, like a lot of dough. So this is quite a concern, as well as people renewing from fixed rates, previously renewing into a high rate environment. This is a very big concern for the government, keeping things, for the Bank of Canada, keeping things low. The other thing really driving through this point, if inflation is absolutely going lower. Inflation is only remaining high because of interest rates on things, but you'll see in the last month as oil prices decrease, that's moving inflation down. Inflation is almost in the low threes to mid threes, and so coming down to a 2% target. So I think that is a really, really important point to consider. And there has been some commentary saying, well, look, rates are going to need to be higher for longer, and people are not paying attention to that. However, most economists are rebutting that, saying that, like, although the Bank of Canada may have touted that line and said that that's possible, the truth is that that is not likely to happen based on the economic data from a lot of qualified folks, that they would have to lower rates down to the mid-range. To add fuel to the fire, there has been a few other important reports that have happened recently. First of all, Scotiabank's economists have come and said, hey, the reason rates are higher is because of government stimulus spending. If government stimulus spending had not happened during COVID, then rates could be 2% lower. Is it a mistake then that now the prediction is that rates are going to drop by a full 2%? No, those are probably correlated. So this is very, very important to know that is also something that's come out as well, that the government is the cause of higher rates, and they're going to want to quiet and silence and mute those arguments as quickly as possible. Not to mention, we're going into a situation where, although an election is not likely next year, then in 2025, it is likely for it to happen. Those things, of course, are on the docket that the government doesn't want to be seen as causing a further housing crisis. So these are all things in the mix, likely driving the possibility down of lower rates. If you are thinking about a fixed rate, we expect fixed rates to continue to drop down to about 0.40% would be the estimated drop in price. So that is 0.40%, 40 bips. Depending on the product, could be only 0.20 over the next 30 to 60 days as a result of where bond yields are. So bond yields are basically what prices a fixed rate. So if you're looking at an opportunity to lock a fixed rate in, we're going to see that over the next little while here. So anyway, if this is helpful for you, please do spend the time to share this video, send it to a friend. If you want to talk about your mortgage, please reach out at any time. I'd be happy to help you. Thanks so much. We'll talk to you soon.